The beginning of the 2000s was really an interesting time for Green Day. Green Day had just put out their sixth studio album, Warning. Warning was a big shift in direction from their previous albums for sure. It was less punk rock influenced and seemed more influenced by the 90s sort of folk rock explosion. Around the same time, Green Day was touring with Blink-182 on the Pop Disaster Tour, and they weren't even the headliners. After all, Blink had just released what many consider to be their magnum opus, Enema of the State. Meanwhile, Green Day released something that is considered a fan favorite nowadays, but not really the highlight of their career, especially because Nimrod was the album before it. Green Day's next release would be a greatest hits compilation called International Super Hits. While including all their hits, Maria, Pop Rocks and Coke, and Jar from the Angus soundtrack were included as well. But this video isn't about International Super Hits. This video is about Green Day's B-Sides compilation from 2002, Shenanigans. Yes, you people flooding my comments about Shenanigans are finally getting what you want. Shenanigans was a compilation of B-sides and outtakes between the Dookie and Warning era. But I'm going to talk about each individual track from Shenanigans and give my thoughts on each song. So yeah, just sit back, relax, enjoy. I wanna get ripped off.
Shenanigans is boring. I don't get why anyone likes it. It's mid. None of the songs on it are good. I don't get. Wait. I'm sorry. No.
Suffocate is one of my favorite Green Day opening songs, I'm not kidding. This song is just peak Green Day. That chorus is insanely catchy. There's a lot of songs on Nimrod I would replace with this one, honestly. Why this song was a B-side is just beyond me. I mean, come on, you included Last Ride In and Walking Alone, but not Suffocate? I guess technically this was on the Australian release of Nimrod, and also on the Good Riddance Time of Your Life single. This song is mainly about alcohol addiction and how addictions can ruin your life. This song's amazing. There's not a lot of things I can say about it. It's just a banger. Okay, now this is an amazing song. Sure, the intro with Mike destroying a TV is a bit dragged out. In fact, first time I heard Desensitized, I didn't have the context, so yeah, it really caught me off guard first listen. This song was featured on the Good Riddance single in both Japanese and Australian releases of Nimrod. This song is about how the media can desensitize you and how repetitive it gets. The narrator even goes as far as to say, "Go ahead and kill yourselves, it all amuses me." The chorus is just awesome on this song too. I don't know, man, it's just catchy. Nothing else I can really add. It's just a really good song and should have been on Nimrod for sure.
So, the things I like about this album is that it's so underrated, so no one knows what it is. So, new Green Day fans that still think Dookie is the first fucking album, I can just take the piss out of them because I don't know what Shenanigans is. And also, Espionage being featured on the Spy Shagged Me is pretty cool because it is a goated song and goated band and a goated film. And also, oh yeah, Tim Yohannan, or Tim Yo, from the East Bay punk scene who did a magazine is, well, what I think is the meaning of haha you're dead because he died of cancer, sadly. But Green Day enjoy it because apparently he was an arsehole, which is why he's also in Green Day's Platypus I Hate You. Yes, I got all this from Weirdo Inc. And yeah, Platypus I Hate You, which is one of my favourite songs off Nimrod, which is pretty cool. And this album is just so raw, so punky, so cool, so sexy. Yep, that's a minute for you, Destroyed Android.
You Lied is another really good song. It's also yet again another song to be featured on the Good Riddance single in the Australian version of Nimrod. I don't know if it's just me, but I get like Pinkerton vibes from the song in particular. Although this song sounds like an Insomniac Cycles song, so, you know, it might have been written before Pinkerton came out. Foreshadow. Like the title of the song suggests, it's about somebody who lies so much that it becomes unbearable. Yeah, the song is a totally different vibe from a lot of Green Day songs, and a standout on Shenanigans for sure. Well, I'm an outsider of everything. Outsider is a cover song, originally performed by 70s punk band The Ramones. This song was a B-side featured on the Warning single. Mike Dirnt even gets time to shine on the song, taking lead vocals temporarily. The song is basically just about not fitting into anything, causing a constant feeling of self-loathing. Not much else I can say, especially because this song wasn't even written by Green Day. But it's definitely a good cover nonetheless. Don't Wanna Fall in Love was featured as a B-side on the Geek Stink Breath single. This song is about somebody who doesn't want to have a partner because they find comfort in their independence. It's clear why this song wasn't featured on Insomniac, considering the sound of this song was very different from the angry punk rock sound Insomniac was going for. This song is still a gem in Green Day's catalog though, and one that I find myself coming back to from time to time.
There's some criminally underrated bangers on this album. I really like Suffocate, Desensitized, You Lied, Outsider, Sick of Me, but especially Haha You're Dead. One of the best Green Day songs of all time and is never talked about. I have no idea why. It's short, it's sweet, it's punk, it's just a lot of what I want from a Green Day song. It's like slight Insomniac vibes, you know?
Espionage was featured as a B-side on the Hitchin' a Ride single. This song would also make an appearance on the soundtrack for Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. This would then lead to a Grammy Award for the Best Instrumental Rock Song in 2000. This song is an instrumental track that resembles that of sort of a James Bond spy kind of vibe. There's not a lot to say about Espionage considering it has the same lyrics as Last Ride In. Moving on. I Wanna Be on TV is another cover song, originally by hardcore punk band Fang. This song was a B-side on the Geek Stink Breath single and a bonus track on the Japanese release of Insomniac. The meaning of this song is really self-explanatory, wanting to be on TV and to take the rewards of fame. Overall, this song is a really solid cover and I'd say it's a good listen.
Shenanigans is a fun little album that I didn't even know was a compilation album until somebody told me way later. Looking back on it now though, you could definitely listen to any song and clearly tell which album it was meant to be on. Whereas Insomniac was filled with anger and Nimrod was self-deprecation, Shenanigans is filled with a little bit of everything from all the other previous albums. Because of this, if you wanted to get someone into old Green Day, you could ask them to listen to Shenanigans, have them pick out their favorites, and easily know which one to recommend them next. On top of all of that, Shenanigans is just filled head to toe with bangers. Do That on the Wagon especially are favorites of mine, but really I don't think a single one of them missed. From Desensitized beautiful opening to the lovably petty nature of Haha You're Dead, it's just a fun 30-minute listen of Green Day and all their shenanigans.
Scumbag was a B-side on the Warning single and was featured on the soundtrack for American Pie 2. A cool piece of trivia about this song is that it was mainly written by bassist Mike Dirnt. This song is basically about encountering an old friend that maintains the same qualities that the narrator hated, making things about themselves. This song is an underrated song from Green Day, I feel like. I think it's probably a top 5 Shenanigans song for me, I don't know. Probably number 5 though. Tired of Waiting for You is the third cover song on this album, originally by the band The Kinks. The song was featured as a B-side on the Basket Case single. Green Day also decided to include the song on the 30th anniversary box set for Dookie. This song is basically about missing a friend who barely comes around to see you anymore. Not a highlight from Shenanigans, and as a cover it's pretty good. Not a lot to say about this one.
Shenanigans is merely a pretty hard album to talk about since I don't know that well about compilations and B-side albums. I'd say in fact that the only real compilations and B-sides albums I know are this and Nirvana's Desensitized. But that aside, what are my thoughts on this album? Well, it admittedly does sound like a B-sides compilation, like it does sound like in a way, a collection of songs, for lack of a better word. But the songs, for the most part, are pretty good and enjoyable. Favorites for me would probably have to be Scumbag, Desensitized, Rotting, Sick of Me. Yeah, I always found Sick of Me to be pretty underrated. There are admittedly some I'm not the biggest fan of, like Do That on and Espionage, which I find kind of mid. But overall, yeah, it's an enjoyable listen. And yeah, that's about all I can really say about this album. It's just solid and that's about it.
Why can't you just admit it, you had it, you're sick?
Sick of Me was originally featured as a B-side on the Hitchin' a Ride single, with the original title just being Sick. This song clearly conveys what it's trying to say in the opening line, why can't you just admit it, you've had it, you're sick of me. It's about an unhealthy relationship that the narrator wants to end. It's a good song, but I don't feel too passionate about it. That's all I can really say about it.
This is one of their most darkest songs, and in my opinion, one of their saddest too. I am very addicted to this song because it's just a weird track for Green Day, especially 90s Green Day. Second favorite song on the album, first being another song I'll be taking about later.
What does he have? What is that note? Give me that note. No, give it to me. Grab that note. Let me see. Rotting? Nobody, but they don't know that song.
Rotting, despite sounding like an Insomniac outtake, was featured as a B-side on the Good Riddance Time of Your Life single. This song is easily the darkest and most depressing song on this album. It's about the narrator knowing that he has an illness that is eventually going to lead to him dying soon. Lyrically, I feel as if this song was one of the more creative ones. I know that a lot of people think this song is like really good, but I don't know, I never really come back to it unless I'm listening to Shenanigans all the way through. Now on to a personal favorite of mine. Do Da Da was originally titled Stuck With Me, which ended up being the title for the third track on Insomniac, which was originally titled Alright. Are you keeping up? Alright, good. Do Da Da was featured as a B-side on the Brain Stew / Jaded single, and was on some Australian releases of Nimrod. The song is also about the narrator talking about his mental health struggles and how they're affecting his partner. This song is my favorite song from Shenanigans and my favorite Green Day B-side of all time. Something about this song instantly clicked with me, and I wouldn't be mad if this was on Insomniac. On the Wagon was originally featured as a B-side on the single for Basket Case. This song is about an alcohol addiction, which the narrator wants to overcome so that he can be with someone. Jeez, what is it with Green Day and making songs about alcohol addiction? Hitching a Ride, All the Time, Suffocate, and now On the Wagon? Are we serious? Overall, I feel as if On the Wagon is the weakest song on Shenanigans, for me at least. The song isn't bad necessarily, just extremely forgettable.
Haha, You're Dead. This is my favorite song by Green Day and my fourth favorite song of all time. What an underrated masterpiece. This song is badass as fuck, and it got some amazing lyrics about Tim Johannen's death.
Here we are at the closer for Shenanigans. Haha, You're Dead. This song deserves to be the closer 100%. Unlike all the other songs on Shenanigans, this song was not previously released. No singles, no soundtracks, no foreign releases of albums. Shenanigans is the only way to hear this song. This song, like Platypus I Hate You, is directed towards Tim Johannen, the founder of 924 Gilman Street. Green Day has had many songs about their bitter feelings towards being kicked out of Gilman Street, 86 being the first. This song was also mainly written by Mike Dirnt. Sure, the lyrics on this song kinda suck, but I don't care. This song is one of my favorites from Shenanigans, and just a really catchy song. Such a worthy closer to such an underrated Green Day release in my eyes. Overall, Shenanigans is an album that has really grown on me over the years. Personally, I think Shenanigans may be my favorite Green Day album post-Nimrod, but Warning is a close contender. They might be tied. Shenanigans will always have a special place in my heart, and I honestly had a lot of fun talking about it and re-listening to it for this video. If you want more Green Day deep dives, make sure to support the channel and join the Discord server, which I'll link in the comments. Special thanks to everyone else who was featured in this video, and you watching, have a good one. I know it's not on Shenanigans, but the original version of Good Riddance is also a Green Day B-side, and it's really underrated. Okay, just wanted to mention that so that you guys wouldn't get mad. So yeah, goodbye.